Hello friends, I CA Kamakshi welcome you all to my next session. Today I would be discussing about the compliance rating in GST. First, I would like to ask all of you, how many of you use the Ola or the Uber app and give rating to the drivers? How many of you check the rating of the hotel before going there for a dinner, whether it is a 4-star or a 5-star? I think all of us does so. All of us give rating to the hotel or the Ola or the Uber drivers depending on the services provided by them. Now, the government has also learned from all of us. The government has introduced a new concept in GST called the compliance rating. What is GST compliance rating? Simply putting, GST compliance rating is akin to the performance ranking of a registered taxable person, which tells you how compliant they are with respect to the GST provisions. This will be irrespective of the nature, size and turnover of the business. A rating system can be devised on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest compliant and 1 being the least compliant. Although no rating system has been yet prescribed by the government. So why is this GST compliance rating being introduced? The idea behind this concept of tax administration is to compel the people to be fully GST compliant and on time upload invoices and other necessary documents. In GST, a recipient can claim the input tax credit in his GSTR2, that is the purchase statement for the month, only when the supplier has filed his GSTR1, that is his monthly sales details, and the data on both these forms should match or reconcile with each other. Under the current regime, the businesses often delay in filing of return and payment of taxes to gain time. Now, continuing this practice in GST will result in delay in input tax credit across the chain and will severely affect the working capital of the businesses. This rating system will prevent delay in input tax credit for the bona fide buyers following other time limits prescribed within the GST. Now, how will someone be rated in the GST? GST rating will be based on certain criteria which are not yet been prescribed by the department. However, experts believe that the following factors would play a key role in deciding the GST compliance rating. First, timely filing of return. Second, timely filing of taxes. Third, timely reconciliations. Fourth, compliance with the various time limits provided by the GST. Fifth, cooperating with the GST authorities. So how will someone know about their rating? The GST compliance rating would be available on the GSTN portal homepage and will be updated periodically. It will be intimated to the taxpayer and will also be available in the public domain. Now, how will this GST rating work? Based on your rating, you and your business would enjoy certain benefits like buyers can get the input tax credit immediately, attract more business, reduction in the chances of scrutiny by the department. A lower GST rating could increase the chances of tax audit by the department and enjoy better reputation. How will the businesses be benefited by becoming GST compliant? Let us understand this through an example. I want to purchase some office stationery. I shortlisted 2 vendors, ABC and XYZ. ABC has a rating of 9, whereas the rating of XYZ is 6. After making further inquiry, I came to know that ABC always files its return and pay taxes on time, whereas XYZ Limited often delays in making payment of taxes. So, based on the vendor's rating, I will place an order with company ABC and not XYZ. Now, what will be the benefit of this rating on the buyers? Buyers will look for sellers who have higher compliance rating as they can avail the input tax credit faster. And what will be the effect on the sellers? Sellers with higher rating can attract more customers. Now, what are the disadvantages of this rating scheme? The GST rating could prove to be a burden, especially for small businesses who do not have the resources to be fully GST compliant at least in the initial days. GST being a new tax regime, and businesses will inevitably be prone to errors. Errors, delays and non-compliances will affect a vendor's rating. So, a non-compliant vendor would be at a disadvantage as against a compliant vendor. Thus, the GST compliance rating will bring in a healthy competition between the businesses. A prospective client would inquire about the GST compliance rating of the seller before entering the deals. Therefore, businesses will need to be compliant in order to remain competitive. Hope you all found the content useful. In case if you have any queries, you can email me the same at my mail ID. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel CA Kamakshi for more videos on GST. Thank you. Have a nice day.